In today's episode, let's see Phool Nargis cones. Namaste everyone and welcome to Incense Show with DJ, a show that helps you increase your incense quotient. So if you are an incense enthusiast, consider subscribing. Nargis is something very few incense companies have made incense of Nargis. So I thought it would be interesting to talk about a new fragrance variant here. So that's the reason I chose Nargis. The box. So Phool of course has amazing packaging. So the one thing that you really like when you get this incense is the packaging of it. So that is one thing that is really going to catch your attention. So if you see, the box is quite sturdy and it is quite reusable. So you might want to reuse this box once the incenses are over, and it'll stand you in good stead because it's quite sturdy and it's quite well made. You can even say wrap it with a gift paper or something and make it into something else of your own. So even that can be done. So what we have on the cover is, it says Phool. It's P-H-O-O-L, Phool. So that's the proper pronunciation of it, Phool, not fool. Fool is like the English fool, so that's there. But Phool is like flower. Hindi version, Hindi word for flower is Phool. So that is what we have, P-H-O-O-L, Phool. And it's nice, it's written in golden. It's nice and golden, it's written there. And then we have luxury incense cones and Nargis. That's what we have here, if you see that. Now because these are flowercycled, that's the term that they've trademarked. So what they do is like they pick up waste flowers, what we call nirmaal, from the temples, and then they dry and powder it. They sort it first and then they dry it and then powder it, and then they use it as one of the ingredients in the incense. But it has helped immensely in cleaning up the Ganga. You see, and the most of these incenses are made by women. So that's what we see here on the packaging. If you see, so we see a woman, so that's the woman here. So it's made by women. We have the flower, which means it has been flower cycled. So the flowers have been collected from temple and sorted and made into this. Then we have the temples here. So you see temples. So in most of the Hindu temples, most of the temples, the temple is a Hindu thing. So temples, we have a lot of flowers that go, on the deities every day. And then you see this, water body. So it's cleaned. So it's blue, the water body is blue. So it's been cleaned nicely. So that's what is depicted on the packaging. It's been done very well and it looks very pretty. So that's what we have here. And the one thing good about this company is because this idea caught up quite well, and there have been many brands who've got into this, and they're cleaning up the rivers and the ponds, and they're using the waste flowers, the nirmaal from the temples, and they're making incenses. So there are quite a few other brands. In fact, one brand calls itself Nirmalya. So that also is good. Fab India has done this. There's one brand called Kishuji. So they've done that. That's a small brand, and it's operational only in the east of India and some parts of west. So Kishuji, that is there. So they've done that, and quite a few niche incense creators have done that. So this caught up quite well. So that's what we have. Then on the other side we have made from temple flowers, and they have www.phool.co. so this is what we have on one side. On the other side we have, of course, Nargis. The name of the variant is there and the flower is given. So this is what we have, Nargis. And on the other side we have, because it's incense cones, so we have cones made and Phool written again. So like that. Because this brand was started by, I guess, a couple of alumni of IIT and IIM. So they've done it quite well. They've taken good care of the branding and packaging part of it. That's the reason it flew off like hot cake. So, and they've advertised it well, and they're doing it really well. So that's the reason the brand has really taken off. And on the back side we have a few of these stuff. So let's read what we have. So it says sacred, ethical, humane. With every purchase of Phool luxury incense cones, you bring home a story of change, a story of saving the river Ganges, a story of transforming the lives of marginalized women who roll the incense by hand. Made from sacred temple flowers, these incenses are carefully crafted by combining Ayurveda and our cutting-edge research. We are glad that you have chosen a box of change. It says charcoal free and 100% sulfur free. We have hand rolled, made with love, flower cycled, all natural. So those are the 3 logos that we have. You can see those are the logos we have. Then we have ingredients. It says temple flowers, bark, wood, resins and natural essential oils. So temple flower is one of the ingredients, and it doesn't constitute the entire incense is not made of it. So we have other things as well. So we have bark and wood and resins and natural essential oils. So when they say, most incenses these days say that they use natural essential oil, but the fact is that you do not use natural essential oils in their neat form in incenses. So they're mostly mixed with DPG, and that is a little bit of a concern. I really haven't done a lot of research on that, but then it does cause some amount of pollution, in fact a lot of pollution. So but anyway, so that is the only thing that they can do, because you cannot use natural essential oils neat in the incense. One, because it's too expensive. The second thing is it is not feasible and it's not going to work that way. So if you have to use natural essential oils, it has to be mixed with something else. It has to be cut. It cannot be used neat. So that is there. And then we have content says incense cones. Net quantity is 40 units of 40 incense cones, which is quite a decent number. The price is 145 rupees. We have this, the barcode is given, if you can see, and all the other details, the financial details are given. So that's what we have. Then you open the box like that. So you see this nice tiny little ribbon given here, satin ribbon, looks quite pretty. So we have that, and we pull this out like that, and what we get is this. So we have a nice handmade painting of a woman. So it says, I hand rolled this box of incense with love and care. So this is what we have. Then is a butter paper. It's a branded butter paper which covers the incense like that. So we have that. And then inside what we have is, we have one of these holders, ceramic holders, one of these nice little ceramic holders we have. If you see like that, that's the size. And then we have the pack of incense. It's plain white packaging. This is Nargis is a flower which has calming effect, and it is stress relieving, and it's also sedative. So like chamomile. So if you want to have a good night's sleep, and if you want to put probably your children to sleep, and then somebody who has sleeping issues might want to use this at night before they go to bed. So this is going to be a good one. And you see this is the size of the incense. The cone is like that. It's nice and brown. So charcoal free, so it's brown like that. And then Nargis, I guess, is a flower that is most probably found in the higher altitudes. So I got this Nargis oil. So if you want to buy Nargis oil, you can go to Kashmir box. I'll give the link in the description. You can check out that thing. So I got 2 of these for around, I guess, what, 700 something. And this has come to me straight away from Kashmir. This is what we have, Nargis. So I bought this oil, and this oil is very, very potent. It's very potent. So you want to use this very sparingly, very sparingly. So that's what is there. And as for the incense cones, you know, the fragrance of these cones stay for quite some time. So if you don't like this fragrance, because it's a very aggressive fragrance, I would say, because it's very strong and it hits you. I mean, I remember the first time I got this, you know, the fragrance, I really didn't like it. So because it was very strong and it hits you. So, but if you are somebody who like a strong floral fragrance, and if you know, you like it, then you like it, because it is that strong floral fragrance, and it has a nice diffusion. So it will, you know, you can smell it for quite a, you know, you can smell it quite far. So that's there. The silage is quite good, you know, the staying power of it is good. So it stays for quite some time. So if you smell the cold incense cone also, if you smell this cold incense cone, you do get that smell of Nargis, you do get it. So now let's light up the incense and let me describe the fragrance to you. Let's see. Straight away after, once the incense comes to life, and even when it was cold, we get the fragrance. And like I told you, because it's a very strong fragrance, I am not quite fond of it. There's this nice hint of bonfire wood burning, if you can say that. So that kind of wooden fragrance also is there. I get this kind of fragrance in my incense also, the ones that I make at home. The ones, I don't know if you've tried, but you must, you know, you must check out the playlist where I teach you how to make your own incense, and, you know, try making those, and you'll be really surprised at how fragrant those are. So, and right now I'm just teaching simple incense, simple, you know, 4 ingredient incenses. I'll be teaching the incense with essential oils later on, where we'll be using neat essential oil. So we'll see how we do that. But for now, I just want you to know that, you know, you can make your incense, and if you make your own incense, you'll get this kind of fragrance. So, and so it has that nice floral fragrance. It has that nice woody bonfire kind of smoke, if you like that, because I like that kind of fragrance, the barbecue kind of fragrance. But there's a hint of dirtiness to it. I don't know what kind of dirtiness will I say. I really can't pinpoint what kind of dirtiness this is, but some kind of dirtiness which is not offensive, but you can make out that it's a little bit of a dirty fragrance also. But I'm sure you mustn't have smelled something like this, because this smell is not quite common, and I hadn't smelled something like this earlier. So I'm not sure if you would have smelled it or not, but I hadn't smelled something like this earlier, and so it's fine. So like I said, if you're somebody who like nice strong floral fragrance, you'll like this. And so that's it. And do check out the channel playlist, and you'll see some wonderful incense episodes out there. So that's all for today's episode. Till we meet again next, take very good care of yourself. Namaste.